Hey guys, it is Friday, January 4th, and I just got home from work. The first weekend of 2019, and I'm so excited to get some reading done. I just set my Goodreads goal to 60 books, so I want to get a really good head start this year because last year I crashed and burned on my reading goal. So, to update you, I finished my first book of the year, which was The Widow by Fiona Barton. This was not great. I listened to the audiobook, which has a multiple actor cast, which I really liked, and they are from the UK, and they have those great comforting accents, and they're like just walking around drinking tea, and that was my favorite part of it. The actual book plot, meh. So my plans this weekend are to read a bunch. I'll tell you what I'm reading. So first I want to finish listening to the audiobook for the Women's Murder Club novella called The Medical Examiner, which is by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. I really love this book series. I'm not sure how good it actually is anymore, or if I'm just like deluded because, you know, I'm 17 books in, or however many books are out now. It's like not actually following Claire Washburn, who's the medical examiner, but Lindsay Boxer, the normal main character, is on vacation, so it's like following the gang, the Women's Murder Club that, you know, she left behind. So it's super short. I only have 45 minutes left of the audiobook. And then I hopefully am going to finish Nevermore this weekend. I am on page 196 of about 450 pages, and I'm liking this okay. I haven't picked it up in a couple of weeks, and it started as a buddy read with my sister, and I have she finished reading it over a month ago. So I want to read it so we can at least like talk about it while it's fresh in her mind. I also need to make some progress on Renegades by Marissa Meyer. This is now the book club with both of my sisters. We had to read to chapter 15 to meet on Wednesday about it. And now we will be, well, meeting. We're like doing Marco Polo, which is like a text mixed with FaceTime kind of. So we're meeting on Tuesday, and we'll have to read through chapter 30. I'm currently on like page 190, and I need to get to page 392. Oh my god, I have to read 200 pages. Okay, well that's a lot. I'll probably finish it on Monday so it's fresh on my mind. And then if I finish all of that, which is a lot, I'm gonna pick up another book. Today is just like rainy, gloomy. Well, now it's dark outside, but my husband got home from work early and fell asleep, so he's just been sleeping on the couch for hours. And now that I'm home, I just want to hang out and read and maybe watch YouTube and Netflix. So yeah, hopefully I'll read a ton this weekend. Okay, so I'm listening to my audiobook right now to finish it. I figured, why not start a puzzle? And, you know, a major distraction for the weekend.
Welcome, Dr. Washburn. Would you like a mimosa to start? Please, I have to go back to work after breakfast.
Alright, so I finished the audiobook for The Medical Examiner. Still working on my puzzle. Okay, so the premise of the story is a lady who comes to the morgue and in the body bag, in the drawer, wakes up. She's not really dead, whatever. Claire Washburn, the medical examiner, is the one who finds her. Otherwise, it's not really about her. It's still just about the gang, like always. The story, like who attempted to murder this lady, was really stupid. Near the end, suddenly out of nowhere, here's this killer. So they have a dramatic situation with the killer, and then they have them arrested, and the detective is interviewing them, and they just like spill all the beans, just answer every question like, oh, so you did this, and how did you do this, how'd you get the key card, blah, 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 blah. I just answer all the questions like, okay, are you done now? Alright, can I go home now? Like, oh, we're alright, what's next? Like, what? It was really stupid. And then like at the end, they're like now best friends with this new woman and like hanging out with her. And it ended like, oh, I hope we have many more nights like this to come. Like, what? She can't be in the women's murder club. She better not be. But yeah, it was dumb, but I'm done reading it. Here's how much progress I've made on my puzzle, which is like barely anything. Now I think I'm gonna go make some dinner. So my husband is still sleeping, even though it's 7:52 p.m. and he fell asleep at like 4 o'clock. So I just made this pizza that we had in the freezer. It's just a cheese garlic pizza, and tried to fancy it up and make my own marinara sauce. So that's dinner. So now it's 10:30 p.m. and after the many reading options I showed you guys, I ended up picking One True Love's Up by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who is the author of The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I don't know why I picked this up. I saw it sitting on the shelf and I was thinking like, oh, that'd be a good one to read because Evelyn Hugo was such a captivating story that like I could not stop reading and was so addicted to. So I thought, you know, a book that I would just be like really into and finish this weekend would be a good one to pick up. So this follows the main character Emma and her 2 true loves. Okay, so she was married to a man named Jesse, her husband. One day his helicopter crashes. He's presumed dead. They find the pilot dead. 13 years later, after she gets engaged to her new fiance, she gets the call from Jesse that he's alive. And like that is told on page 1, so you're like, oh my god. I am on page 80 right now and already was crying, so I stopped to take a break. I'm gonna go to bed now and either just go to sleep or maybe I'll read some more. I don't know, it's just like heartbreaking and it just hurts my soul. And like, I know he's not really dead, but oh, and mind you, if I didn't know he wasn't really dead, it would just hurt so much worse. But like only 80 pages in, her finding out that he's probably dead, like it's just like too much for me. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday now, 9:30. I've been awake for about an hour. I stayed up until 1 a.m. reading One True Loves. I'm on page 189 and yeah, I was just laying in bed crying all night while reading and it was great. Now I was gonna make some tea and gonna see if I have anything in my Sips by box that I want to drink. So I thought I'd show you what I got, which I have not looked yet. So let's see. That's my favorite part of the whole box, is it says made for Adrian. Let's see. So we have Apricot Sunrise, which is a black tea by Ahmad Tea London, which they gave me a blackcurrant tea from them before and I loved it. So I'm really excited about that one. There's 4 of those. Then we have Fava's Winter Blend, which is another black tea, my favorite. Apple, cinnamon, coriander, cardamom, orange, pink peppercorns, and cloves. Super excited about that. Then the Steeping Room coconut green tea. Meh, not thrilled for that. Ooh, and then a David's Tea vanilla matcha. It has coconut in it. Coconut nectar. I don't love coconut. I wonder if... I feel like I said that on my Sips by thing. Did I not? I don't know. So... Yeah, I don't actually drink matcha, but I wanted to get into it, and like vanilla seems like the way to go. Although I had a David C. advent calendar recently, and not a huge fan. And I have at least 20 teas for my advent calendar that I haven't tried yet, so. Oh, look at this title. That sounds great. So yeah, I didn't mean to turn this into a tea showcase, but if you want to know what my favorite tea is, it's Arnie & Sons, clearly. Anyways, I'm going to make some tea and some breakfast and then read. Okay, it's 1 o'clock now, and I've been pretty much doing nothing. So I just made myself an English breakfast tea latte, and I'm finally gonna start reading. It is 7:30 p.m. now, and I finished One True Loves a little bit ago, and it was so good. So I am happy to say I did not cry today, which is great. Finishing the last 150 pages, it was just so like, painful but wonderful. It's probably the best love triangle ever, because I love both of the guys and I love the girl, and like there's a valid reason of why she's in a love triangle. Like, it's no one's fault what's going on. This book was just so good. You know, it's about making the choice between two guys, you know, on surface level, but really it's a book about grief and about letting yourself move on and becoming who you want to be and learning that dreams change and like what the real meaning of true love is. And it is just so beautiful, wonderful. I am not ready to say if it's better or not as good as The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because it's just too fresh and raw. But like, the only like reading experience I can compare it to is the one I had with The Skies Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. It's another book that revolves a lot around grief, but like just the feeling I had when I'm reading it, like the subjects are completely different, but like that book I cried throughout the whole book. It was painful. And then today, last night, I was just crying so much, like, but just like the silent tears rolling down, partially because my husband was sleeping beside me. I didn't want him to know I was crying. Those two books are like, they just hit like my personal soft spot for sadness, I guess. But yeah, today finishing it, I'm really happy with how it ended. I'm really happy with who she chose and why she chose how she did, and like just how everything was resolved. And I do think there are some issues with like how deep the author got with the guys, especially the one who comes back from like after surviving on an island by himself, like the mental turmoil he would have been through. But at the end of the book, she has like a little Q&A where she answers questions from whoever. You know, she says how she purposely only did surface level with him because she wanted the book to be about the girl and the choice that she had to make. Like, you know, a survivalist story is interesting and needs to be told, but like that's not the story she was telling. She was telling, you know, her character's choice and love and grief and feelings. And you know, that, I mean, I didn't even need it to be excused, but that excused, you know, how she dealt with the male characters. But both men are amazing, like, beautiful, understanding creatures. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, since while reading it and since finishing, like, I just have like this physical pain in my chest. Like, I can, like, not even my heart, like I feel like my soul is aching, which is so dramatic, but I just loved it so much. It is 2:30 p.m. now. Are you sick of watching me make tea yet? Because I'm not. This is my new mug that I got for Christmas. That footprints appear as it heats up. Okay, I'm finally like getting myself together rather late in the day. I haven't done any reading today. My dog Hagrid was up at like 3 a.m. with stomach problems, and he's still having them all day long. TMI, but through both ends. Yeah, so I've just been dealing with that and then just lazing around. And okay, I'm scrunching my hair now that it's dry, so don't mind me. It is, you know, early January, and it is so nice outside. Like, it's not cold at all. It's like 60, a little over 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is wonderful. I want to update my little reading tracker that I started doing this month. I've done this before, but I don't like consistently do it. This is just my pages read. I haven't filled anything in for yesterday, but I then have a guide of like what color means what. Yesterday I finished One True Loves. I didn't even like measure it out. I just like look and try to like guesstimate how far to color. So yeah, this isn't the most accurate method, but I just like to fill the bar up. And then I did listen to some audiobook of The Renegades yesterday. So now I need to see what page I'm actually on. Okay, and then I have to do math. 268 minus 192. 76 pages. All while crushing candy. Honestly, I've been playing Candy Crush for years and I stopped for a while, but now I'm like heavy back into it. I reached and surpassed level 800 of Candy Crush yesterday. If you don't play Candy Crush, that might sound crazy. If you do play Candy Crush, you might think I sound like a rookie. I don't know. I don't know how that compares to the average Candy Crusher. Okay, so now I think I want to film a video for my channel. I'm not sure. What do I want to do? Like a January TBR. Okay, I just recorded my January TBR with a little bit of 2019 intentions in it, and now I feel like reading. Here's my boy. His stomach is messed up, but he's in good spirits, just watching the neighbors. Hagrid, come here. Oh. Okay, so I've been trying to take some Instagram photos and just making a mess, so yeah, I think I'm done now.
There was a knotted scarf and a cable tie around her throat and cable ties around her wrists.
But she was proud of her delivery. She'd almost convinced even herself. She waited for some smart comment to be shot back her way, but none came.
It is 9:30 now. I made that miso ramen from a plated box. It was okay. now I'm eating freshly baked cookies to help me cope with the Sunday blues. So yeah, I gotta do some cleaning up, start my laundry at 9:30 p.m. and shower and try to get some sleep before going back to work tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you next time. Bye.